David Lynch.
You can believe it.
The weirdo of Hollywood. And I remember being a wee baby in cinema class and hearing about Eraserhead and how weird and how avant-garde, and it never interested me. I recently saw Dune because I love Dune from Denis Villeneuve so much, and I didn't like it. And David Lynch is just one of those directors that I'm not interested in. No interest at all. And to force myself to actually watch every David Lynch film, I gave myself the challenge that I would watch all 10 of his feature film this week and then rank them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Dune as our benchmark. So right now I'm gonna put Dune in the number 1 spot, and we're gonna watch all this film in order all the way to Inland Empire. I gave Dune a 2 out of 5 star. I had a lot of fun with it, but I had a lot of fun with it because it's bad. So let's go and let's watch his first film, Eraserhead. Eraserhead, 1977. And I know that this is actually like a lot of people's favorite film, very well rated, and I just couldn't get into it. I actually like the story and the theme. I like the noir German impressionist kind of design, and the set and the sound design is really cool. I just really hated all the abstract avant-garde bullshit, being weird and being kooky for no reason. This is a terrible start to this ranking. I actually think it's actually worse than Dune. I'm not interested. Being weird for being weird is not attractive to me. Not a good start, but let's go into the next one. 1980, The Elephant Man. Please be better. Okay. All right. The Elephant Man. The Elephant Man. The elephant. The aesthetic. The black and white, the sound design, everything still very, very strong there. Even though it's happening in a kind of Victorian era, and Eraserhead is like this nondescript industrial city, it felt a lot more modern in its approach, like a lot more new. And I think the narrative and the arc of our main character is a lot more interesting to me than the Eraserhead bullshit. To me, this is something that I can get into. There's a lot of exploration of very deep and intricate feelings. This film actually integrates some of the weirder moments a lot better. It feels like it actually serves the story. It feels like it's baked in from the beginning. This exploration of not fitting in is taken to an extreme, but fully explored. And I really, really liked the performance. The makeup was really cool. A little bit like nasty in a way, but in a good way. This is a 3.5 out of 5 for me. I'm gonna put it well above Dune. So our ranking at this moment will be Elephant Man, Dune, and then Eraserhead. All right, Blue Velvet. This is a lot of David Lynch for one day. It might have influenced how I feel about Blue Velvet, but I didn't like it that much. It really felt like a return to what I didn't like about Eraserhead. The first kind of 40 minutes is good. I really like the story, the crime element. I think that was really interesting. And where it loses me, I think it's the third act. Get way too trying to be edgy in almost like a 90s TV show kind of feel. I think again the sound design is pretty good. I like the aesthetic overall. Just couldn't get into the weirdness, again, trying a bit too hard to be edgy. And I feel like this story could have benefited from being a bit more grounded. I didn't mind it, but I didn't love it. I think it's probably a 3 star. I would say it's above Dune, but below The Elephant Man. The next film is Wild at Heart. And I don't know why like this film just stands out as a bit odd to think that David Lynch worked with Nicolas Cage. So we're gonna go check that out. I just realized that Wild at Heart is not available anywhere. Found a copy on Amazon for $20 that is gonna arrive tomorrow. Yay, now I get to spend money on film I probably won't like. Let's order it, I guess. Here's go $20 and it should be here tomorrow. Okay, Wild at Heart. Story, I wouldn't say it's great. It's a kind of Bonnie and Clyde, broken people are in love and fuck things up kind of film. I really like Laura Dern in this. She really made the difference for me. I feel like her performance it just felt like our character had a lot of tension and heaviness. It really felt like there was such a world of backstory to the character when I just looking at her. To be honest, like the film is pretty good. I mean, it does of course have some weird, kooky, avant-garde shit. Let's have a character talking like a chipmunks for no reason. There was some weird attempt at comedy, like physical comedy, especially the bit with the dog at the end. Just felt really weird and out of place. Just didn't work for me at all. I think the best thing was Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern, their performance, their chemistry together. I mean, regardless of all of that, I think it would probably be a 3 out of 5, but I really think that Laura Dern, her performance deserves an extra half star on its own. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. And I'm going to place it right below Elephant Man. That feels right. And let's go into the next one, which is Twin Peaks, which I've heard so much of. I'm very intrigued. All right. That's gonna be a no for me. It just went straight back to the Blue Velvet, no sense, edgy, cringe shit, especially the dancing at the beginning. Oh, wait. David Lynch, first of all, do not act in your own film. You're not good. Actually, a lot of bad performance, very mid. I actually think the main performance from Cheryl Lee was very good. I just wish it was not so insistent on having those nightmare, cringe, avant-garde shit. Like visually, it's really nice. The sound design is dope. The music was really good. The vibe is thrilling. And I love the Cheryl Lee kind of hectic life. Sleeping around, going to see this guy, drinking, smoking, doing drugs. And I think it has to be below Wild at Heart. But I would put it above Blue Velvet because even though it's kind of Blue Velvet on speed, the good part are a lot better. The worst part are a lot worse. So I think above Blue Velvet. All right, Lost Highway. I like the narrative structure. It's ambitious. The first 45 minutes, I was dialed in. I really like the first 45 minutes. The atmosphere is tense. It feels like you can't trust anyone. Like the cops showing up are super weird. The videotape, the color grading, the fucking like weird jazz. And then it feels like really quick, we move to like the second and third act, which I really didn't like. I don't care about those characters as much. They just don't feel as intriguing. First of all, the mechanic dude, not that appealing to follow. Like he felt a bit one-dimensional. And then like the twin kind of storyline, I was like, all right. It just felt so forgettable. People are sleeping around, people are following each other, people talking. And it was like a weird little white guy. I think I'm gonna put it above Blue Velvet, but below Twin Peaks. Just for the first 40 minutes for me, that was solid. The next one is The Straight Story. Lynch go Disney on this one. I watched 4 Lynch film today. I'm fucking jaded. The amount of work I had to do to find this freaking film, I will never get those hours back. I look at every streaming service available. Even if I had to sign up for a streaming, I would have done it. The prices on Amazon are insane. And finally, I found out it was available at the public library. The Straight Story is basically the story of a farmer whose brother has a stroke and he wants to go see him. He cannot drive because he doesn't have a driver license. He can't take the bus because he doesn't like it when someone else drive him. And basically he just take his lawnmower and just drive 300 miles. Perfectly fine film. It's about family, living on your own term. Like it's totally fine. It's very much straight up basic. The same song plays so many times though. That was so annoying. There's one kind of Lynch-ish moment. For some reason Lynch love car accident. There's so many car accidents. So yeah, it's a pretty good film, I guess. I don't know. I give it a 3 out of 5. It's not a bad film. It's probably below Twin Peaks, but above Blue Velvet. The Straight Story is fine. It's totally fine. It's middle of the pack. Right in the middle. And the next one is Mulholland Drive, which I think is the summum David Lynch film. This is it. All right. David, I'm gonna have to give it to you. This was a freaking good film. The acting, Naomi Watts, is awesome and the story makes sense, but it's also intriguing. And there's some touches of kind of abstract avant-garde moment, but it works. It's fully supporting the story on multiple levels. For some of the weirder dreamlike moment to actually help and support the story fully. And there's so many good detail in there that I feel like on a rewatch would blow me away even more now that I have my own interpretation. Hey, you did it, David. David, you did it. 4 out of 5. Yeah, right to the top of the list. 4 out of 5. I'm excited. I'm really excited to be done. You. F***ing you. It looks like shit. Sounds like shit. It's 3 hours long. A waste of performances. A waste of time. Oh, you know, he wanted to make a statement about how Hollywood, blah, 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 and that's why he used the worst camera possible and sounds like shit. He did his special effect on paint. No. All the way down. Last place. The only one I really want to rewatch is Mulholland Drive. Follow me on Letterboxd. Find me. Subscribe. I went through a lot of pain. That's gonna be it. Outie.